Asynchronous and synchronous modularities. So at the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the advantages and disadvantages of synchronous learning, differentiate synchronous from asynchronous sessions, and define modularity. So we are expected to do these learning targets by the end of the discussion to symbolize that we've learned something from this lesson. So there are two basic features of online learning: the synchronicity and modularity. So when we say synchronicity takes place when two or more people are communicating in real time, while modularity is a style of instruction based on modules, independent units made up of learning projects. So here are the benefits of synchronous learning sessions. First, there is a sense of immediacy and spontaneity often not possible in asynchronous sessions. Second, they are ideal for personal interactions, both in plenary sessions or small groups. Third, they can produce a greater sense of community, especially when everyone gets to participate. So, synchronous learning has various benefits, but listed in the PowerPoint are the obvious ones. We all know that having synchronous classes addresses students' concerns immediately than asynchronous classes. Synchronous learning sessions are ideal for inquiry based activities wherein an individual wants to personally ask the instructor for clarifications. In synchronous learning sessions, everyone has a chance to showcase their talents and can have lots of group based activities which could heighten their sense of community, cooperations, and belongingness. Drawbacks of synchronous learning sessions. There may be scheduling difficulties, especially across time zones. Synchronous sessions may be challenging for people with families and busy schedules. They are biased for more extroverted and articulated learners. They often provide limited time for reflection before responding to questions. So, if there are benefits, drawbacks are also present. Synchronous learning sessions can have scheduling problems, like there could be mishaps and lapses, which could lead to scheduling difficulties where one could not attend the session due to schedule conflicts. It can't be of help for people with busy schedules, those who are working, and those who have families to tend to. The instructors may have favoritism, they may favor those who are vocal with their opinions, and may tend to neglect those who are introverted, those who keep their thoughts for themselves, and this type of learning sessions may tend to limit the time of students to really reflect on their thoughts about certain topics, thus having little to no ideas at all. So here are the three additional reasons in a synchronous session's preference: the internet access, less real-time demand on faculty, and better engagement and effectiveness. So considering these benefits and drawbacks, it is easy to understand why many educators are opting for asynchronous learning experiences. Less real-time demand on the faculty, less real-time demand on faculty for synchronous sessions. Better engagement and effectiveness. Asynchronous sessions have better engagement and effectiveness. Some variables to consider in determining whether synchronous and asynchronous is the best way to move forward: the learner access, learner autonomy, and the learner task. So when we say learner access, in online learning, learners can only participate if they have access. Asynchronous activities create space for learners to find time to get online and participate given the various contexts. In learner autonomy, we need to also consider the student's capacity to engage in autonomous and self-directed learning. The more autonomous the students are, the greater the chance that they can facilitate learning in a synchronous environment. This implies more synchronous sessions for learners who are younger and need more guidance. And lastly, the learner task. If your goal is to get them to reflect, then a synchronous task will be the way. But if your goal is for them to interact, then synchronous sessions are the more suitable design. So these are the two big ideas about modularity by Father Jennings. First, organize your course into several discrete and meaningful chunks or modules that you can use flexibly, recombining in various ways for different purposes and classes, such as an entire course or several seminar workshops. Second, identify natural interim checkpoints within the course when it would be helpful to give your learners feedback without waiting for the end of the course. So, the first bullet talks about how we should have a meaningful summary of our topics to have better understanding about the topics discussed. The second bullet talks about how we should identify the natural points in the discussion so that it could help the students give their feedbacks without waiting for the end of the course. So that would be all. Thank you.